これが俺の最高地点だ。
Une chose qui va ressembler à ça, c'est ça. C'est moi le film.
I feel not safe.
Oh, good, bro. I only have like 5 games on it.
I'll have a lot more.
Really?
I spawned the fuck out of it.
No way.
On the screen. I'm not even kidding.
Why do you feel not safe?
I don't know. I'm not Nami. Sometimes I swing leader and I'm like leader effect. Like my brain is wired. Like if I swing at your face, I draw a card.
Leader style.
Damn, all the dice in the world. Sure.
6. It doesn't count. You pull your no, I'm kidding. 7.
I'll go second. Je sais même pas si c'est bon.
Yes. You want to go second? Yes. It's our curve. Actually, on a more. J'avais Luffy, 2 Galdino, 3, j'avais 4 Galdino. 2 of the freeze and 2 of the...
Hey, one Lucci?
And 1 Luffy, 1 cost switcher. Everything else was bad, the Luffy was good.
I have 2 good cards, 3 shit cards.
It depends.
But I'm going second, I'm getting a draw. And the 2 good cards draw me, so...
I don't know, it depends. It really depends what it is.
Good luck.
Pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Non, il est en amont. Moi, je suis un truc,
Fun. Look good.
Top 3.
Je sais même pas comment jouer my own deck.
And spin.
And it's been... Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, t'as rien vu, bro?
You're good, you're good, you're good.
Bon, toi t'es fort, toi t'es round one loss.
Right from work, so... And playing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was correct.
I like it. I like what you did.
Yeah.
Yo, j'ai tes cartes.
Go on. Leader effect.
What is that?
5. How many cards do you have in there?
7.
7? Five.
6. Love.
Galdino, Galdino?
It's a man right, so 9.
Five here.
Five down?
Yep. Draw one.
Yeah.
So, no, I see the value to expect that.
5 in hand? 6.
6. What? Is it freeze or no rest?
No rest.
No rest.
Leader. 3 on 2. Four on 2.
Yep.
5 in hand?
Yes.
5 mil. Six on 4? 5 on 2?
One more swing?
Yeah.
I'll do
16? But
Damn, bro.
7 in hand?
Yes.
You have spare dollar on you? I'll take give me 10 of those.
5 to 3.
That's really
6 to
last time I played a deck for one local student.
C.
Yep. Yeah.
Double switch my face.
Yo, say less.
Eater?
Sure.
No, I used to not. Sorry. I'm not used to lead effect. Sorry, thank you.
That's the second one, right?
Huh?
31 down, that's the second one.
C'est 120, right?
Ouais, 5.
5?
Non, 6, my bad.
Fucking lies.
Okay.
That's top 3, grab 10
Ouais. Je trouve ça plus fun.
Buggy. Deep.
You got what?
Buggy. 6. Buggy. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 2, 7.
No more shit.
No more. Just focus.
Kind of a gamble. Can I see your chest?
Sure. There's not much.
Okay.
Yeah. Balls. Sure. Trust me. Go.
No.
7-9?
So balls good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 5. Yeah, we fight we'll draw every game. For like activated.
$70.
You usually leave it back there? 6, 7, 0. You're basically holding up like over the course of the
You're that kind of guy, huh?
I'm that kind of guy.
You're that kind of guy.
I'm that kind of guy.
Dude, what's up?
Oh, the turn one I go.
One.
Yeah, exactly.
Ça c'est lui qui restand, right?
5 minutes.
Yo, j'ai choqué pour a second, I was like, there's no
Kidney.
J'ai vu les filles dans le top one, I was like, I have to. So.
Yes.
Ça va être aggro plus early au début de la game.
Leader effect.
Yeah.
Galdino effect.
Parce que je sais jamais comment jouer contre celui genre, je swing des 6, je swing des 7.
That's it.
Didn't think you would open. Ça c'est insane.
Because I had this, so I'm like, I can restand twice.
Yes. T'as commencé la game Daz.Bonez. C'était un card 3 Galdino. I'm -2.
Yeah, but the Daz.Bonez, I had it in hand, so I had these,
Ça c'est ton opening hand?
and then I had this, and
Your hand was insane.
and this. So it was this boa and this. I kept because of this.
Quand t'as joué Ivankov, did you play a body up?
No, I didn't have.
Oh, okay.
I searched for this,
Yeah.
so I can establish this.
This is insane.
What? I top decked this
Yeah.
off of it, so
Yeah.
she could usually.
You had veto. This was veto. Crazy.
Je savais même pas que je pouvais activer this twice until I saw on Twitter aujourd'hui. J'étais comme, oh,
C'est
c'est
nuts.
c'est crazy.
C'est nuts. You basically want all the pairs. This and then Ivankov and the other one.
Ouais.
Puis then there's the boa battle. Freeze.
Ouais, I saw you drop boa. Je voulais pas la drop initially, mais je suis comme, I have to freeze.
You have to freeze.
Comme ça, I need you. Genre, je te force à la answer.
Yes.
Puis if you don't, I can pressure even more.
Yeah.
Tu veux run it back?
Sure. I'm done.
Tu joues la même liste que le dojo?
No, I don't know what it is.
Insane. On joue
You didn't send it.
this, and
I run this.
on joue this. Crazy. Bro, read.
I know what it is.
Bro, c'est insane.
C'est un freezer.
Est-ce que tu establish un vote?
Yeah.
Aussi.
Yeah.
Ça m'a sauvé plein de games contre Yamato.
T'as dit plein, t'as joué 5 games?
Ben, 3 games avec mon frère. Ça m'a sauvé 2 games contre Yamato.
First or second?
I lied, j'ai pas joué 5 games. J'ai comme 10 games. You choose.
I'll go second. Block shit.
Tu vas prendre ça.
Comment t'as fait des crocs?
J'ai joué DMG. No longer play DMG. J'ai removed DMG. I only run 2 boas.
Okay.
I only run 2 boas.
Zero DMG?
0 DMG. Mais je joue broken. I play one DMG for
I
one
have no
broken.
good triggers. I meant when I checked top 3, nothing came up. I was just like, I just bluffed it something. Yeah, I bluffed. It gave me one more turn. It gave me an extra turn to play 2 boards. Well, I was 2 ahead by myself. I couldn't establish anybody.
I didn't see anything. Not a single message.
I definitely put up a blocker. Yeah. And also I put out detective. I think there were 2 things I put up. But my hand was pretty bad. I had no parry. That's why I was like, I had no nothing. I was just like, I'm trying to look for the Nami and I never saw it. So I was like, otherwise, I don't think I would have. Yeah. Actually, second is better.
That's the thing I noticed. You were like, that's why.
Anything you think
Because I was like, I feel like he doesn't want to give me these cards, and I was like, I removed them from Wizards, but they it's already like an unfavorite matchup. It's nothing to see well.
The snaps are counter?
That's why I run it. Not this one. But I don't know, you expect this is good. You have to be matchup, but Rosie Law is bad for me. I was thinking at the tournament, you were considering the swing. I thought we were going to turn it into a auction. I think maybe we could do it so I guess like you remove the one that can spawn and then next week, but I guess your deck is going to kill me. That's what I was yeah,
Yeah, maybe. No, I feel like last game I didn't.
I'll start adding cards. Every time you ask, I'll put it on my list. I used the prototype but like I wanted it's kicking. People did it to me.
But like, but it knows me 6
So we're actually trying. I think it's actually feel
Yeah.
5 minutes?
6.
Yeah, you should play this first.
I'm just so cooked. Like, you can see it.
Lui, il peut pas.
Faut que tu... faut que... Faut qu'il y ait une personne lock-in pour fucking buy that stuff in your face. Avec moi,
Deuxième mystère?
Yeah, the last one.
Still? There's no way.
J'ai perdu.
C'était grosse ou?
Non.
Ah, il a tout vu, lui.
Ah oui, puis non. C'était pas faux. Je voulais te le faire last turn. Mais ton board c'était one of each, tu peux restand, tu jam. C'est pour ça que je pouvais pas faire ça. So I went for board. Mais là t'as 2 crocs. Ça, tu peux plus le faire. That's true. Yeah, that's why I'm doing it now instead of. Puis là tu peux le faire. Ah ouais, là tu peux le faire. Still nuts. Yep. Ça joue combien? Il joue tout le temps. Parfait. C'est parfait. You don't need to see more. Hello guys, with OP16 being out, there's the introduction of this new leader, Green Blue Luffy. Essentially playing Impel down. Activate main once per turn. If your only characters on boards are Impel down, restand 2 of your downs active. And since you only play Impel downs, this leader effect always activate. So you always restand 2 downs, and every turn you always have 2 downs, plus 2 downs. So essentially at your 10 downs turn, you have 12 downs to play with, which is insane. If you go first, you want to look for this Luffy, which on play you look at your top 3 cards, add an Impel down. And if you have a Dawn attached to it during your turn, this character gains 1000 power for each different character names you have on board. So if you have 5 different names, this swings for 6k because you have a Dawn attached to it, and it's plus 1k for each character on board. So this is really good at 1 Dawn. It's also good if you go second, but there's other options as well. So you have Daz.Bonez, which is on play draw 1, and if you attach a Dawn during your turn, this character gains plus 3000 power. So if you have a Dawn attached to it and you swing, it's a 6k power because it's plus 3 and then you have a Dawn. So this is good at 2 Dawns. We also have Mr. 2, which is on play draw 1. If you have a Dawn attached to it when attacking, this character gains base power becomes the same as your opponent's leader's power. So if you play against Nami, this is usually the character that swings after your opponent does leader effect, because once Nami does leader effect, her leader is a 7k, sorry. So this would swing for 8k if you have a Dawn attached to it. This is usually better in the late game than Daz.Bonez, because Daz.Bonez requires you to have 5 or more cards in hand, and usually during the early game, your hand size is a lot larger. So you want to see Daz.Bonez before Monkey, but they're both just as good. Like if you see either of them at your 2 Dawns, you're happy. At your 4 Dawns, you usually want to see Ivankov to be able to go wide. This card could be a 3 of, or even 2 of, but for now I prefer running at 4 because I wanted to see it. On play, look at top 3 cards, add an Impel down character to your hand. No, Impel down cards, sorry, not character. Impel down cards. And then you can play a character with a cost of 2 or less, which is essentially the 3 I just mentioned. It helps you go wide because it's very important to have different character names in this deck. You also have the 4 crocodiles. This card could be a 2 or 3 of. I decided to run 4 because I thought it was really good, but it's a non-counter, so sometimes it's bricked up. And if you see 2 of them, it's too much. There's too many cards that are non-countered in this deck, and I think 4 was wrong. So it's probably gonna go down if I keep playing the deck. It's a blocker. On play, you may return one of your character with a cost of 2 or more to your owner hand, and then you can to play a 2 cost or less Impel down from your hand. So essentially, the combo with this is you swing with Daz.Bonez or Bonkley, and then you play Crocodile out, you bounce them back, and then you play it back. So you're on board. And since it's not rested anymore, your opponent cannot kill it as easily. There are 1k and 2k power characters, so they're very easy to remove. Whereas for the Luffy, you cannot bounce it back because it's a 1 cost, and Crocodile requires you to bounce a 2 cost or more. And yeah, essentially that's the combo from like turn 3 or 4, because since you're bouncing character back, you're swinging with your characters, you don't want them to die right away, so you use Crocodile to bounce them back to your hand, making it a lot more difficult for your opponent to kill it. Galdino, another of your 4 costs. This is really good during the late game to slow down the pace. On play, well, sorry, there's no on play effect. Whenever you want, you can activate main, trash this character, you draw 2, and then you can freeze one of your opponent's character with a cost of 9 or less, making it a very powerful card this set. I think it's one of the best cards they printed out in OP16 because it's a generic blue card. It can be played in Nami, and the effects is just nuts to be able to draw 2. Yeah, this is very good in the late game. And also, if in the mid game at 4 dawns, you have no play, you can just play the Galdino and pass. If you play against a deck that cannot remove it, you can swing with it before using its effect. So you can get a 5k swing in before actually using its effect to freeze one of your opponent's body and drawing 2. The next combo is to play Buggy. Buggy is on play. If your leader is IMPEL down, you get to play one of your prisoner IMPEL down card from your hand, and you run 8 of those. Once per turn, when your opponent attacks, you can make one of your prisoner IMPEL down card game blocker. So we run 8 of those. They're 2Ks, and they're also a 6K body, and they combo super well with Buggy. So this is the quote-unquote next combo piece you need for the combo, because you play Buggy, you play IMPEL down out. If you did Luffy into Ivankov to play out a body, then Buggy into this, you essentially have 5 different names on board already, and it enables you to do the combo. The next card is the 7 cost Boa. I think I ran 2, but I think 3 would have been better. It's unblockable. On play, you can freeze one of your opponent's character that is not Luffy. That character cannot be rested until the end of your opponent's next turn. This card is really good because you establish a 9k body, and if you manage to make it restand, it's 2 9k swings directly to his face that is unblockable. Galdino is another really good card. It's a 2k. Activate main, you may rest this character and give 2 rested dawns to 2 of your 6k power characters. So essentially it's either Croc, the prisoner IMPEL down, or Buggy for the Galdino combo. Then you have the 2 Crocs. I tried 2. I liked it and I didn't like it. It's a bit slow, but it's also very powerful. It's a blocker, 6k power. On play, you can freeze one of your opponent's rested character and that doesn't restand. So it's very good, but it's just a bit slow because it's 6 dawns. But it's also good. It's a good card, so I'm still debating if I still like it. We have 3 Lunas. This card was insane. I think it's a lot stronger than You're Stronger and I'll Go All Out from the start. The 1 cost event from that has Luffy on it. There's a lot of matchups that you just want to freeze their entire board. So I'd rather play 3 Lunas than that. I've even considered 4. That's how good I find the card in this set. 1 DMG, 1 Deadman's Game, just to rest, and it's also 3k counter. I don't run the Rush Luffy, so I think DMG is sort of necessary in my list. At least 1. And I was running 2 Restand event, but I think this should have been a 3 of, or maybe even a 4, but I'm stretching it. Like, I feel like if you can set up for this, it's basically game. Because what you want to do is usually, let's fix this up. There's too many cards on board. You essentially want to play Luffy, search the piece you're missing. Then the next turn you go Ivankov effect, search the next piece you're missing. Then you play Bon Clay or Mr. 2 or Daz.Bonez. Either one is good. And then at 5 dawns or 6 dawns, you play Buggy into Prisoner. And by then, usually you would have swung with like your board-ish, and one of them would have died, or 2. You try to keep your board as long as you can. If, let's say, like, you have your board rested, and they kill 2 of them, or let's say these 2 for some reason. No, whatever. The mid-game to keep your board is a bit more complicated. I'll probably talk about it in future videos or whatever, or if you guys watch my gameplays, you guys sort of will figure it out. Let's say you have this board. And one of them dies, like whatever, the Luffy dies. And you have 10 dons. With this in hand, you can still do the nuts, whatever, 10 dons. Where's my dons? I'll do it-ish. So you're Luffy, you have 10 dons. You can attach a don on Ivankov, a don on Bonkley. And essentially you still have 8 dons. These swings, this swings, and this. These doesn't need to swing it. I'm missing a don actually. Wait. Let me redo this. So I have 8 dons. For 2 you play Galdino. You have 2 rested, you play Galdino out, right? You attach, you still want to keep enough dons for this, right? So you want to keep 7 dons open. For 1 you can swing with Ivankov. You can do leader effect to restand these 2 if you really want to. Does this work? Swing with Bonkley. You can do you swing with the Buggy, you swing with the prisoner for 7 or something, or 6, and then leader swing 6 as well. Then you can do this. Rest 7 dons, restand everyone. Do Galdino, rest. These guys goes to 8. I think there's a cleaner way to do this combo, but on top of my head I don't have it. And then you just swing with your you do leader effect, restand 2 dons, and everyone swings again. This is 8. This goes to, this should be 8 because you have 2 rested don on it. The prisoner goes 8, the Buggy goes 8, the Bonkley goes 6. This can go 6, and this can go 7. If you do it properly, the Galdino can potentially give more rested on to your Buggy and your Galdino, because since you restand it, he can redo his effect. So it makes it really insane to be able to swing this many times, and these 2 are very tall. And sometimes you also have the bow on board. And if you have the bow on board, it makes it even harder for your opponent to survive that turn. Because if you have boa, this is a 9k swing every turn. Like twice with this restand event. I know my explanation was a bit in shambles. I'm kind of rushing it-ish. But yes, the gist of it. The deck is still new. There's probably new combos that are gonna get figured out or shenanigans in the next 2 weeks. But this was the first list, and it's probably gonna get tweaked a bit. There's a few cards I did not like, such as I would run 3 of the restand event and 3 of the boas instead of a croc for now. The 4-cost croc, I would probably run less of it, stuff like that. But yeah, this deck is insane. It's a contender of BDIF for OP16. I still think Nami's really good. I would still play Nami, and I'm probably gonna jump back on Nami for a bit. But yeah, this was the list for now. Sorry if it was a bit long, but thanks for watching. Peace.
Thank you.